so today's the day. We're gonna get the car prepped. We're gonna get it on jack stands because we're gonna start cutting up the car so I can do the all-wheel drive swap. Everything's basically ready. My thing is, I just hate like my car being super dirty. I don't want to mess up the paint anymore. So it's got all this dust. I don't know if you could see that in there. So I'm gonna clean it up, real quick, and give it a nice wash. And once I wash it, I'm gonna wash it, dry it, put it back in the garage, just get it up in the air, start ripping out everything, and start, man. Start getting super excited. Believe it or not, I'm actually more excited to just drive it over the all-wheel drive. I just miss the turbo sounds, and I miss like how comfortable the car feels. It just feels like me, I just love my car. So yeah, man, we're gonna get started in just a second. So I'm gonna put a time lapse, and so you can check this out, and just while I'm washing, and then once I get it up in the air and everything. All right. Clean, pristine, shiny. It is ready now. Now I can go up on the jack stands. I know probably to some of y'all it didn't really make any sense because it's gonna be sitting, but I just don't like all that dirt and dust, because touch it the wrong way, it could lead to the car getting scratched a lot easier, and then plus it just looks bad. So now it is time to get this thing pushed up and into the driveway so we can start the process of the build. Super excited. Everything's already out, after you see. Right over here. Here's my all-wheel drive transmission. No, that's not the flywheel I'm using. And my motor's buried under there. We'll get that back. Get it back up soon. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. Got some more stuff coming. Everybody, so what we're about to do is we're about to start pulling out everything out of the back of the Jetta. Then right after that, probably tomorrow, because it's a little busy today, gonna start pulling out the rear suspension and all that stuff. So here's how we got this thing set up. I'm gonna just start with unbolting the battery and everything, and then removing my sub and pulling out the carpet and all this little carpeted areas of the trunk, so that we could get prepped and start cutting and everything. That is, again, after I remove this suspension and everything off the car. But we are getting going, pulled off my wheel, my spacer. So yeah, I'm about to be on my way with this thing. So I'm really struggling how to get these seats out. I gotta figure out where, the latching in the back or whatever, how to move it. But I try to pull on this thing and see where I could, get to one of the latches. But currently, cannot get to them. But I'm gonna stop the time lapse, and I'm gonna find, the little area where I need to get in there, so I could get this out a little easier. So I'm gonna pause the video in that sense and then move on. But yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the seats out, and what I had to do, I didn't realize it. Look, they have this little latch thing. It just holds the seat, forward. If you just lean it forward, whatever it is, well, actually, that would lock it in place. But basically I put the screwdriver in, pull it back, pulls, and then the seat slides to the side right out of these little areas right here. And then boom, and it comes out. So what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna pull off the back bumper, get all that out. I may or may not take out the front seats and get that all crisped up. May or may not, because really all this section right here is all the section that's really being changed. So I don't necessarily have to pull that out, but when I guess the welding part of the new floor pan goes in, that's when I'll absolutely probably need to move it, just so that nothing catches on fire or anything. So yeah, yep, let me get this started. I'm gonna do another time lapse of pulling off the bumper and everything. So I'll be back with a little bit more. Alright guys, so I had to take a huge break in the day, get some stuff situated, but what I'm about to do is I'm about to take out the gas tank. I can't do a time lapse or anything because it's just too dark. The quality is going to be horrible. So I'm going to just kind of show you under there. You can't really see per se, but all that, kind of like where that metal is, where that plastic tray is hanging down, and then in front of it, that's the gas tank. So I'm about to pull that thing down, get that going, and then I'll show a little piece of it after, and then maybe tomorrow I think I'm gonna start cutting it up. Maybe tomorrow morning, getting it situated so that, man, I could put that new floor pan in. I'm really excited. Most of this stuff is kind of straightforward, but there's things that, I mean, it's gonna be tough. Like, I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do it. Like, so just to show you, here's these brackets right there that you're looking at. Right, you got right here, all that's for my seat, right? And I personally like to run seats in my car. I don't want it to be a it's not a race car. At the end of the day, it will be fast, but it's a street car. So all that has to come out and then go onto the new floor pan. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it. I know I could take measurements and whatnot, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get it exact to put it on the new floor pan. So there's gonna be some stuff that I'm obviously gonna be figuring out as I go. But in the meantime, what I'm just gonna do is just cut everything up, and then I guess worry about some of that stuff later. Shouldn't be too hard, man. I got some guys on my side that could really help me out get this stuff done. Come on down. There we go. Today is the day. We are gonna start cutting this up. I'm gonna just honestly just use one of these holes, use my little Milwaukee, and just start cutting little pieces all in the inside area, all through here. And I'm gonna cut all on the inside of there, and I'm gonna get things figured out, especially as far as like where seat and everything is gonna sit. So pretty excited about that. But this is how she's looking right now. I'm gonna move the gas tank, check out and make sure there's no brake lines, anything like that out the way. I gotta make sure that's all out the way. And then yeah, I'm gonna run the saw just right through and just start ripping this thing up. Number 4. need to take a break, and I gotta get some more blades. I think I need the thicker blades for there's some of these areas in here where it's super thick, and when I just went to Home Depot, I completely forgot that there's some like thick areas I'm gonna be cutting through. I was just thinking everything was thin, like what, you know, where the tire well just was, the wheel well, whatever spare tire area was, but like for the thicker areas, like right over here, and cutting through stuff like this, and I have to cut through some of the framing over here. I definitely am gonna need like some more of these, and this is from like when I was cutting the TT up, and I didn't even think to grab them. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought. We all do it sometimes. Okay, so most of the floor is out. I'm gonna let you guys see it right here. So there's some stuff I kind of left because again, I want to keep my seat. So let me show you these brackets. I gotta drill out one of the two. There's spot welds, so one of the two I'm gonna drill them out, or I might use the air chisel or something, but I want to have my seat, so I don't know, gotta look into what exactly I need to do when I bring the other pan over. Still gotta cut through the frame down here, but I just want to remeasure and check everything before I go ahead and do that. And yeah, so just little things like that, but I'm going to as well, when I check over exactly where it needs to be cut, because I do need to come up through here, you know, come all the way around and cut back through the frame over here. But I don't know, so I don't know if I want to do it cutting way or just go through all the spot welds. I doubt I'll probably do the spot welds because it's freaking super slow and I'm impatient. So, but it's coming along. Soon enough I get to get the floor pan, the other floor pan. So the TT floor pan, still haven't drilled out the spot welds of that. There's like 7,000 of them, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and go through all that, use my heat gun, and get that, you know, the glue stuff off. So same thing right over here. I'm gonna have to do that too on these areas, so that, you know, when we go butt it up and everything, it looks good, sits right and everything. But yeah, got a little bit of work to do. So, but hey, in the end, it's gonna be worth it. It's the only thing I can keep telling myself, because part of this, man, this is tough. I ain't gonna lie. Like, some of this stuff is like, you watch, like, you hear about videos, hear about people who do it, like, oh, just all-wheel drive swap it, like, it's super simple. And for the most part, it's straight and easy, but, you know, a lot of cutting and, you know, going through annoying little things. So yeah, guys, we will be getting this thing going pretty soon. I think in a couple of months we should have it back on the road, so we'll see.